Click. Always a story to tell. I came in the basement right after I got back from my vacation. 3 weeks, 7,000 miles, 12,000 kilometers, 11,500 kilometers. And the sump pump that I just put in this hole probably 3-4 months ago wasn't sumping or pumping. So, lifetime warranty. I took it out of the hole and it was unscrewed at the top. Don't know why, but it's oil filled and there was a sheen of oil on top of the water, so junk. Anyways, undid the hose, brought it back to Sears, got a new one, dropped it off at 9 o'clock at night, and the next morning I realized at 10 o'clock in the morning that I forgot to remove the adapter that adapts from 1.25" to a garden hose. I'll get to that in a second, what the problem is or no problem is. But called up Sears at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, whenever they opened, and they said, oh, can't find it. They looked for an hour, they couldn't find the sump pump. It was gone, disappeared into the huge maw of a receiving or shipping department. So that was Tuesday. Today's Thursday. I went in there Thursday afternoon. I asked the kid at the shipping and receiving, you seen a sump pump in a box that's not rusty or grody? He says, oh yeah, I know where it is. And he went and got it, and I unscrewed my adapter right there, which is a 1.25" to 3/4 inch pipe thread with a 3/4 pipe thread to garden hose adapter right there. Brought my slip joint pliers with, and I was back in business. So I'm going to stick this sump pump back in the hole, and we'll go look at some other stuff in the basement. There's always some action here. This garden hose is petrified. It's rock hard. Good enough for sump pumping. There it goes. There, don't go. Get my trusty power tester out of my pocket that I always carry everywhere, boy. Best thing you could have in your pocket for 20 bucks. Made in USA. Non-contact. No power. I'll fix that right now. Well, wonder why that's not working. I think the breaker for that is over. It's been there for a while. I think that's over here. Huh. Yep, it's that time of year. Charge the batteries. Never unplug a live battery charger. There's gases, it'll blow up in your face. You'll never forget it. So much for turning on the sump pump, huh? I'm tracing the wire. Blah. I can't be wasting my time. I'll let you come do it. I'll just plug it in over here. Plug it into this one right there. There we go. There we go. Down the hatch. Now, turn this back on so that people have heat. Oh, got hot enough. Then Mrs. CW got a call from the tenants up on the second floor that they had no heat. I said, well, the boiler's turned off. What do you expect? So she went upstairs, turned on the thermostats, which they were already on, came in the basement, turned on the breaker, 60 amp, and I told her she had to bleed the lines because I had closed off the water for the summer because this boiler leaks when the heat is off. Broke a couple studs there almost 20 years ago. JB welded them. It's amazing how this JB weld has held up for 1995 right there. JB Weld. Seeps, but I can live with seeping. Yeah, JB Weld. There. Amazing, amazing, amazing. How it's held up when I crack the casting. See, leaking over there. Seeps. Anyhow, so I told her to close that valve, open this valve so the water doesn't backflow, and close that valve, open this valve to get full pressure. See, that's a quick fill. This normally runs at 12 to 15 pounds. But when you open the quick fill, it puts filled pressure in the system to push the air out of the whole system. It's a big building. It goes all the way from there on the second floor, all the way to there. It's a big building, second floor. Put a garden hose on and let the water go in the drain. So I'll show you what she did. You open that, close that one so the water goes in the long way, and comes out of the garden hose right there. But you have to close the valve so it doesn't fill. It's a little complicated, but the water comes in from there and it'll take the short path and come out there. So all you're doing is flushing 6 feet, 2 meters of pipe. But if you close this valve right there, then it forces it through the entire system. Big difference. It's like putting air in a valve of a tire and it comes up the whole there. But if you can block it, which is what that valve does there, it forces it through the whole system. It's a big system. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then, if I open this, quick fill, listen. Listening? That bypasses the regulator disc inside, bypasses the spring, and gives you full pressure. And my sump pump isn't turning off. I can hear it running because it's got that stupid float attached to the wire. So you close this, and you wait for it to hiss, which is regulated pressure. When it hisses. Hard to hear with that sump pump going anyways. There. Now, I've got my sump pump to deal with down here. Endless. Yep, like I said. I gotta shorten that wire. Pump pit isn't big enough for the float, so I'm going to make the float a little shorter. I don't want to drop this camera. I got a special cord on here to pull it up without putting strain on the wire or the garden hose, my rigid garden hose. Oh, yeah, nice and oily. I'm going to shorten this a little bit so it doesn't have such a broad arc to swing in. And I got oil over my hands from the old sump pump, which leaked because it wasn't tightened from the factory for some reason. Anyways, back it went. $150. Alrighty, I got some work to do here. Get this water out of the basement. Alright, I shortened the cord a bit so this won't have to pivot in such a large arc. It'd be nice if my sump pit was bigger, but it's not, so you take what you can get. I shoveled that by myself. Ended up with lots of buckets of earth. I wonder why that outlet's not working. Get to that in a little bit. I gotta wait for the water level to build. I got oil over my hands from that sump pit. Yep. Oil. Wonderful. Alright. How's my heating system working? I gotta get this oil off my hand. Off my gloves. I wonder if it's vegetable oil. Food grade. I got so much stuff. What do we got here? Electric boiler, 4 elements. 2 elements are working. 3 elements are working. Installed. Gonna be 4 years ago. $1,000. 100% efficient. 100%. No vibrations. No heat loss over here. No light. No illumination. I'm calling for heat in the front of the apartment, not in the back. That's the back. Alright, that's working properly. Rolling Stones drummer Charlie Watts. The oldest Rolling Stone. 50 years in business. They're talking about it on NPR right now. I did this in 2002, April 28th. Snow. 40 Fahrenheit. 4 degrees Celsius, 3 degrees, 4 degrees. Gotta clean up this junk here. What a pile of crap. I rebuilt this floor here with Fruit Loops a year ago and a year and a half ago. 3/4 inch exterior grade plywood. And never cleaned anything up. Just left all the debris on the ground. And a pile of batteries for my uncle. He used to collect dead batteries. And he died when I was away in California in 2007, May 5th. Right near the Arsuero winery that I stopped at when we were in Paso Robles. Went right by the same place. Yeah, so I gotta clean up some stuff around here. I just collect it and collect it and collect it. Never clean it up. Bad. I guess that'll turn on when it's good and ready. Water running in that pit. 4 feet deep, just over 1.5 meters. Alrighty. Junk. That water tank's got to go. Price of scrap is down. Spare hot water tank, brand new. And this one is, I date them all. I got some notes on it. Where's the date? April 98. Wow. 14 years old the last 15 years. Time to change it. But it's in the basement, so the worst it'll do is just leak on the ground. Past my Corvair clutch. Corvair wiring harness somewhere. Turkey roaster. Turbo muffler. Oh, it's actually a Corsa muffler from a 140. You've seen this junk already. Same junk. Same junk. Alright, I'm going to go and quit for the day, I think. Battery hold down for my Spider. All kinds of garbage down here. All kinds of goodies. All kinds of junk. See ya.